Let's talk about what's real.
I became a Freemason because I was obsessed with understanding what death was at a very young age.
It encourages the initiate to be comfortable with the fact that we are not immortal.
So how are you going to live your life in the time that you're here?
If you are going to know yourself, then you've got to ask these questions.
The fundamental message of Masonry is man's pursuit of communion with his Creator.
It was very much this out-of-body experience.
I learned secrecy of the inner self.
It's a time outside of time.
You're in another world.
The principles of Freemasonry are eternal.
My desire is to help people. One extremely common example of that in our contemporary culture in the Western world is Freemasonry. Because a person who becomes a Mason makes a covenant with those who are Masons. Freemasons will tell you that it's secret, but it's not. In the 1950s, a book was published in Britain by an Anglican clergyman named Hannah called Darkness Visible, which sets out all the main rites and ceremonies of Freemasonry, and no Mason has ever challenged that book in more than 30 years. And when you become a Mason, you have to pronounce a curse on yourself if you disclose the secrets of the Masons.
...1997 yılı Türkiye Masonları açısından çok önemli bir yıl olmuştu. İlk defa Mason mabetlerinde gizli çekimler gerçekleştirilmiş ve bu görüntüler Kanal 7 televizyonunda günlerce yayınlanmıştı. İki ayrı locada çekilmiş olan gizli kamera görüntüleri hem Türk halkını hem de yüksek derecelere ulaşmamış Masonları şoke etti. 1738 yılında İstanbul'da kurulan ilk locadan bu yana gizliliğini koruyarak gelen Masonların görüntülerinin deşifre edilmesi ve Masonluğun gerçek yüzünün gözler önüne serilmesi günlerce konuşuldu. Adayları tanıdınız.
Serdar Büyüküstün, mesleği elektrik mühendisi. Aykut Erensoy, mesleği elektrik mühendisi. Kenan Ali Akman, mesleği serbest ticaret.
Adayların kimlikleri anlaşıldı. Onları içeri aldınız.
Please, come forward.
Sayın baylar, her şeyden önce bize söz vermenizi istiyoruz. Aramıza alınmanız kabul edilse de edilmese de bizim düşünce odası dediğimiz o karanlık bölgeye girdiğiniz andan başlayarak şu ana kadar görüp işittiklerinizi ve bundan böyle burada işiteceklerinizi, gözleriniz açıldıktan sonra da göreceklerinizi hiç kimseye söylemeyeceğinize namusunuz ve onurunuz üzerine söz verir misiniz? Sayın Aykut Erensoy?
Evet, söz veririm.
Sayın Serdar Büyüküstün?
Söz veririm.
Sayın Kenan Ali Akman?
Evet, söz veririm.
Soruşturucu kardeşim, adayları oturtunuz. Sayın Serdar Büyüküstün, göğsünüze dayanan ve bir elinizle size yoklatılan şeyin ne olduğunu söyler misiniz?
Metal bir parça. Kılıç.
Sayın Aykut Erensoy, göğsünüze dayanan ve bir elinizle size yoklatılan şeyin ne olduğunu söyler misiniz?
Kılıca benziyor.
Kılıcın göğüslerinize dayandırılması, verdiğiniz sözde durmazsanız yaşamınız boyunca pişmanlık duyacağınızı ve acı çekeceğinizi bildirir.
And it includes things like having your tongue cut out, your right arm cut off and thrown over your left shoulder, and your body being exposed in a tight place where the tides rise and fall twice in every 24 hours. Those are self-imposed curses. And that Freemasonry is an idol religion is clear in the 32nd degree, the Royal Arch degree, which acknowledges and offers worship to a person called Jabul-on, Jabulon, which is a combination of Jehovah, Baal, and Osiris. And so the true God of the Bible is joined together with two idol deities whom God has totally condemned.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Password, sir?
Fidelia.
Thank you, sir.
To murder people.
What was the tone of it, though? Was it jokey or was it quite?
No, it wasn't jokey at all. It was sick. It's about the only way I can describe it. It was sick.
What you're hearing is the first recording ever made of the Skull and Bones initiation ceremony. It has never been broadcast before.
Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Shit!
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls, whenever candlelights flicker, where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now.
Although the music industry moves at a high pace, with new trends and styles appearing every other month, we see the same ancient symbols being used by artists years after years. we proved that a lot of the artists and actors are possessed by demonic jinn. Using ancient knowledge that is kept hidden from the masses, they are able to connect with the world of the unseen. This allows them to create music that is very appealing to the soul. They can buy everything that their heart desires. They live in the nicest homes, drive the fastest cars, and wear the most expensive clothes. But something that most of the people are not aware of is that all the fame and riches come with a rather heavy price. What was the price that they had to pay in order to live the life that they are living now? And was it really worth it? You will find out in this video.
It involves najis, it involves humiliating his own body, it involves sacrilegious, vulgar, profane, and I don't want to give examples, but wallahi the worst of the worst things, that anything you can think of, they do worse than this. They do worse than this. They do worse than this. They do worse than this. They do worse than this. They do worse than this.
Kesha admits to drinking her own pee. Yeah, you heard me right. The glitter queen herself fully admitted to drinking her own urine during a recent interview with BBC One. She said it's, quote, all the things you would want to see and all the things you wouldn't really want to see. Making out with dudes, drinking my own pee, jumping out of a building, jumping out of airplanes, swimming with sharks. But it isn't the first time the former waitress has shocked us. You might remember Kesha drinking blood from a human heart on stage in Australia last year, or that time she wore an outfit entirely made of human teeth.
They say that you sell yourself to the devil. That's literally what you do. Literally, it's not even a figure of speech here. That's what you do, is you sell yourself to the shaitan. Do what you want, or ask me to do what you want, and I will then, obey you. What is the motivation of the magician? Money. Money. And maybe even fame, but money. They have to humiliate themselves in front of the jinn, sit at 3 a.m. facing such a direction in the middle of a pentagon, and you draw it out, and you will have this color light, and you will have this and that. So these are signals being given to the jinn world that I'm willing to enter.
Nancy Jenkinson. Okay. She was hired by Kim and her husband Kanye to look after their daughter Northwest, but was apparently fired by the household after just 6 months. Now, she also said that she regularly witnessed Kim drinking blood and consuming various human body parts as she worshipped Satan.
Beyonce has just been accused of casting spells and using dark magic on her former bandmate.
I don't want anything to do with this person, at all. I've said that for a very long time.
So this woman used to work as a drummer for Beyonce. Her name is Kimberly Thompson, and she played music with the megastar for 7 years. The woman seems thoroughly convinced that Beyonce practiced extreme witchcraft and dark magic to torment her.
The entire time, this person was casting spells and manipulating me and controlling my job situations, my relationships.
This woman alleges that she cast magic spells of sexual molestation on her. She also claims that Beyonce murdered her kitten.
What happened with your cat? What happened with this? She cast spells. What exactly happened there?
The cat started doing weird magical stuff. Like I'm telling the person, the nurse, like, hey, I don't want this kitty. Please take it back. It's being weird. The cat it had its own personality. It stuck its hand out and grabbed my finger. Type of weird, crazy shit. We're talking about like other situations where changing into animals and jumping into other bodies and all kinds of really crazy stuff. So the fact that people keep saying I'm crazy, hell, the situations I had to deal with and survive are crazy.
Dynamo was a magician, a trickster. He was in some difficult situation. He said to people around him that, I'm going to make something of myself, see you in a few weeks or few months, I'm going to be famous worldwide or whatever. He said that he went to live in the woods for a week, secluded himself and started worshipping the devil or worshipped something within the woods. And I don't know, he just kind of submitted himself or something like that. And then when he came back, his career obviously blew up. Dynamo is, some of his tricks do seem like pretty unexplainable.
That's the one, yeah? Yeah. Watch.
Jinn have a very unique power, and that is the power to transform matter into energy and back into matter again. And that's something that we are trying to figure out how to do. E equals MC squared. Energy and matter are related, we know this. And the Jinn have the power to do this.
The vile acts that these artists commit go far beyond anything we can imagine. And the most shocking fact is that they are doing it right in front of our eyes. And one of the most disgusting acts that these artists have to commit is pedophilia. Pedophilia is very rampant in Hollywood, and now you know why this is the case.
Well, actor Corey Feldman was a sensation as a child star. He lived the Hollywood life, befriending major celebrities like Michael Jackson and others. Now as an adult and with headlines every day about sexual harassment in Hollywood, Feldman says he feels compelled to repeat his long-held claims about what happened to him as a child actor. And he says what happened to other child actors like him.
Former child star Elijah Wood says Hollywood has a seedy underbelly of child sex abuse and that those responsible are being protected by the entertainment industry elite. Wood, who's been acting since he was 8, told the Sunday Times there are a lot of vipers in this industry, people who only have their own interests in mind.